Good morning, everyone. Not gonna keep you up this long, but something very interesting happened to me last night, and this happened in my own condominium. Basically, like you guys see that I live in my own spot, my own condo. It's fairly big, fairly decent. Turn on the light a little bit. It's a nice spot. It's a big condo. So check this out. So I ended up like going to some of the amenities. Like you know how some um condos, apartments, they have their own amenities, right? So I ended up going into the park area that was attached to where I'm living. And in most places, whether it would be like a gym, park, pool, like especially a pool, right? You gotta have like a key fob to get into it, some type of thing like that. Check that out. So I actually did, right? I had that to go all the places, right, to get into. And I sit into this oval study area. It's like a outdoor like seating area where you could sit, use Wi-Fi, study whatever you're doing, right? So check this out. Some type of like person, I don't know who it was, randomly made a false complaint about me, right? A false complaint and said that there were, she said something. I don't know. It was like a he. I don't. It could have been a dude said something and said that just said something random about me. And then what ended up happening was the security, the public safety approached me and he asked me some like a question. And I said, I mean, yeah, I live here, right? And he started asking me like what building you live in and stuff like that. And I ended up doing an audit and not knowing that I was going to do this audit, right? And he was gone. He couldn't say anything. I was like, okay, have a great day, sir, right? But check this out. This is crazy. This is actually really crazy. The guy ends up sending a police officer that was involved into the condo. Like it was like now what I'm seeing nowadays, especially here in New York City, is that they use security guards, but they also merged the NYPD, the New York Police Department, with security guards and public safety. So the New York, there was the next thing I know, a few minutes later, that same public safety dude sends another public safety officer, right? But the sides of his arm had like stripes on them, and at the top it showed a logo that said New York PD or City of New York. Very, very interesting. Very, very interesting, right? So I'm seeing that nowadays, and I don't, and I think I don't know if I don't know if I fully agree with it. I think that's intrusive. If the security officials need to call the police on somebody, they can do that, right? But why do we have the police officers merging with security districts? I mean, like security guards, right? I mean, what are we gonna do? Have like security guards that aren't even useful in the mall, where you know what I'm saying? I feel like it's already coming to that. So what ends up happening is this NYPD public safety officer that's inside of the company of my condo here comes up to me, right? And he starts asking me the same question, saying, "Oh, there was like a certain complaint that was made against you, um, and I need to verify that you live here." And he tried to ask me multiple times for my identification, which I didn't provide to him. And he also tried to ask me where I live, which is none of his business. I'm not going to tell you what building I'm in or what suite I live in, right? And he tried to ask me that. So what I want you to do is pay attention. I'm gonna show you the video. It's an interesting clip, and I was just surprised out of my mind. The reason why I want to share this with you guys, it's like a short video, but it's like how how do we have police officers that are members of the New York Police Department having logos and working in the same um, field as public safety, or there's office, how are there officers that are assigned into public safety? That's what I'm confused about. But literally, if you guys watch the video and the clip, you're gonna see that the um public safety officer that actually tried to further push things, he had a badge right on his belt, and he had logos that said City of New York, NYPD, on his shoulders. And I just could, I don't know. Anyways, enjoy, watch it. Let me know what you think about this in the comment sections. If you think, this is right, or we need to actually start a movement to stop police officers intrusively being employed into security guard um, departments. Let me know what you think about that. Enjoy.
Yeah.
Um,
Don't
I
don't
do.
forget it.
I do live.
Don't.
This is just for my protection, sir.
No, there's nothing to do with any protection.
Okay. You're investigating me. I am rightfully obligated to
Okay, do
record.
you
So
live on the property?
yes, I do live in the property.
What building do you live in?
Okay, am I lawfully obligated to answer that question? And can I get names and badge numbers, please? Sir, can I get your name and badge number?
What is
This
your
is
name? What
this
is
is
your
just for
name?
my protection.
This is for my protection as well.
Okay, thank you.
Because if you don't live on the property, we're gonna ask you to leave.
Okay. Yeah.
Well, yeah, we're gonna
Well,
respectfully ask you to leave
okay.
if you don't live on the property.
I do live on the property.
Okay. Can you disclose to me what building? Someone made a complaint against you and they don't feel comfortable.
Why is that,
So-
sir? Is that because of I'm light skinned? Is
It
that
has,
why?
it has nothing to do with skin. We were told that some words
So
were
but you just explained to me earlier
we
when
were
you.
told that some words were exchanged. Okay.
Okay.
All I want to know is if you live on the property, by all means, you can stay
Well,
here.
I've
There's
already
no
explained, sir, that I
problem. If
do.
you could show me identification that you live on the property,
Okay.
then fine. You're
Right.
welcome to stay. If you're a non-resident,
Okay.
we have the right to ask
Well,
you
sir-
to leave. If you refuse to leave, we
Okay.
will just call 911.
You're gonna call 911.
Yes. If you refuse to
I mean,
leave,
let's.
and refuse to show me that you live on the
Okay.
property, because
Yeah.
then you could be trespassing.
Okay. Well,
So I
if I
wanna
live
know.
here, then there's gonna be a huge lawsuit against Stuytown. Okay, and I don't want to push it
Are
that
you
way
gonna sue public safety?
I
for
will,
asking
absolutely.
You if you live
because here's the thing: you're law enforcement. Am I correct?
Yeah.
So you're not feelings enforcement. And am I suspectively committing a crime right now, or have committed a crime, or do you suspectively have the impression
here,
that
no
I will?
one is accusing you of committing a crime.
Okay, so
We are making wrongs, and we politely ask you.
and I'm
if you live on
politely
the
talking
property.
to you as well, sir. So
Okay,
respectfully,
that's all we need to
no,
know.
respectfully, I have answered your questions. Most people don't even have to obligatorily answer your questions.
I'm not gonna get into
But
that
I'm not
because
going
stop
to
it.
get into
Stop
that
it.
as
Stop
well.
it, you're taking-
Thank you. Well, I was just, answering your questions respectfully, and I think it's just, I do think it's irrefutably intrusive for somebody to ask questions. Okay, guys, so I didn't expect to do an audit today, but it looks like we've got the police here. This is actually public safety.
Yeah, he's refusing to leave. He doesn't want to show any ID.
And I didn't say I was refusing, sir. I was just saying I was asking you a question as well. So that's actually a lie that you just told. And you did not provide your identification to me as you are supposed to do it as a public official.
Yeah, put one over Canada. Put him down as refusing to leave. Right? All right, thank you.
Sir, are you going to identify yourself? Okay, it looks like he's not going to.